Good morning, it's me, Karen. Yes, I look quite strange. Just trying to keep the sun out. Wearing regular glasses. I just wanted to say that you haven't met him, but my husband is a very incredible man. Right now, he is out grocery shopping. One of the worst things he hates in life is grocery shopping. And he's been doing it now on his own for a year because I get seizures in the store. That's an incredible man. He puts my needs before his, and he's been doing so for almost 17 years. And I've known him more than half of my life. We met when I was 21. I started falling for him when I was 25. We started dating around 26, 27, and we got married at 29, I think. I don't know. I'm not very good with numbers, but I just know that I married a man I loved and also my best friend, which I think is why we are still together now, is because we were best friends for years before we even got together. And going in, he knew I was sick. We didn't know what was wrong with me, but I had a couple of things. And even if anyone was against it, he stood by me the whole way. And 6 months after we got married was the first time I lost functioning. That time I had a very lucrative job. We were about to buy a really nice house, and then all of a sudden I lost my memory. It started slowly where I didn't pick things up at first. I just was wondering why my job as a technical writer felt like it was getting harder. And I just thought, okay, well, maybe it's just this one material on this job I just can't understand. Because I had to keep asking over and over. And then one night Dave was like, "What? You just asked me that exact question not even a minute ago." And I was like, "No, I didn't." And he's like, "Yeah, you did." So that was odd. And then either it was the next day or 2 days later or something, I go to get in my car to drive to work. I sat down and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to turn the car on. I didn't know what a key was. I didn't know what a steering wheel was. So I got out. Luckily, I still knew how to call Dave. I called Dave crying. Luckily, his workers, his boss and stuff, they knew me. You know, so they let him come home to me, and we went to my doctor. And yeah, went downhill from there. I could not even read. We picked up like one of those Dick and Jane books, like for kindergarten, like first readers. I couldn't even read that. I couldn't write anything. So now that's the second time. Music was taken from me, then writing was taken from me, and I was feeling so hurt and confused. But I'm gonna say luckily, only because if you were in my shoes you'd understand. Luckily, that one I have no memory of. The only memory I have is the last thing I remember is walking out of our apartment to go get mail with our dog Eddie, and I turned around and I forgot where we lived. Now, normally I would also stop by the office. So Eddie actually walked me to the office, and I asked them if someone could take me home. I was 29 or 30 years old, and I was like a dementia patient. Did my husband leave me? No. He stood by me. He took care of me the whole time, and that must have been horrible. I don't remember any of it. And the next time, the only other thing I do remember 9/11/2001. I remember one because it was our anniversary on the day that it happened. So I remember people calling me at first early to wish me happy birthday, and then all of a sudden that was on the news, and I remember just watching that all day. So that, unfortunately, I remember that day. I wish I could forget, because every time I see footage of it, it feels brand new. We were lucky that my father-in-law was not in the Pentagon that day, where he, I think, normally had his Friday meetings, but he was, not Friday, his accounting meetings, but he was up in Boston area. So we lucked out there. But again, my husband pushed through it all, and he got me better. I don't think I would be alive if it wasn't for him. And then I finally started getting better, and then we had 1 year where I was great. And we went on vacation. We went up to Connecticut. We went up to New York to see family. And then when we were done, I started getting really sick. And that's when the Lyme came back out. And I've been sick ever since. And now it's 9 years now that we're fighting. And I say fighting because it's a fight every single day. And it's I may be feeling it physically and going through it, but my husband's right beside me going through it. So, Mom and Dad Reed, you raised a good boy there. That's for sure. But it's hard because he had to take a huge pay cut just to be able to work close enough to me so he can get to me in time, because we don't have family close anymore. So he had to do it. But with taking such a big pay cut now, that means we can't have anyone come be with me while he's gone. Now, normally, like something like this, I'm just staying right here in my chair. I don't have to get up. I'm not moving around. But normally, I'd have to do breakfast and lunch. Because I have pills I have to take with eating breakfast and lunch. So I can't, just skip eating. I have to take food with them. And lunch, it has to be a meal. It can't just be a cracker. Might be able to get away with that at breakfast, but definitely not lunch. So once again, we're in this. Unfortunately, this time I know every little thing that's happening. I feel every little thing. And I feel every little hurt that my husband feels, and that tears me apart, because he's a good man and he shouldn't have to feel like that at all. So I know it's a lot to ask for you to donate 10, 15, 20, whatever amount it is. I know it's a lot to ask, and I am sorry for asking, but I have to ask because if we don't do this, I don't know how long I'll be alive. So we need to do this. Okay. I see the time is a little late. I didn't realize I was talking that long, so I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for the people who donated, and for my Auntie Lorraine and Uncle Jimmy. Thank you. Love you guys. I sent you a message. Look. Bye.